I just want this to be over. I'm sorry. I didn't know a head thing could cause her to die.
This is Angela McNulty, pretending to be a good parent and decent human being after her daughter was found emaciated and beaten in her home. But what she doesn't know is that her husband Richard is in the other room, describing a house of horrors to detectives.
She was never allowed to eat what the other kids have eaten. Okay, she was punished so much. She came out with the belt with blood on it. Okay, smothered in blood. The room, oh my God, it was like a freaking nightmare. I mean, there was blood everywhere.
Now, Angela will squirm and minimize as detectives hit her with the full weight of her heinous actions.
I didn't kill my daughter. I did not kill my daughter. I did not put that head injury on her. I did not kill her.
On December 9th, 2009, Eugene, Oregon police responded to a frantic 911 call from Richard McNulty. His stepdaughter, 15-year-old Jeanette Maples, wasn't breathing. When paramedics arrived, they discovered a nightmare. Jeanette was lying on the living room floor, weighing just 68 pounds. She had cuts so deep that bone showed through. Blood soaked through makeshift bandages covering wounds on both hips. Her body was covered in bruises in various stages of healing. Despite desperate attempts to save her, Jeanette was pronounced dead at the hospital. Police immediately obtained a search warrant for the McNulty home. What they found shocked even veteran detectives. A bedroom described as a torture chamber with blood and tissue splattered from floor to ceiling. Meanwhile, Jeanette's two younger siblings, 13-year-old Patience and 7-year-old Richard Jr., were taken into protective custody. Within hours, both Angela and Richard McNulty were brought in for questioning.
So we appreciate you coming down and talking to us and
No problem.
voluntarily coming down here. But because you are in a closed area in a police station, I want you to understand your rights. So I'm going to read you a Miranda warning, okay? So you do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can't be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him or present with you while being questioned. You can't afford to hire a lawyer. One will be appointed to represent you before any question if you wish. You understand your rights?
Yes.
Do you have any questions on them at all?
Does this mean I'm getting arrested?
No, that you're here voluntarily. You came down on your own, so.
And you can stop, you're free to stop this interview at any time you want, okay?
But then that makes me bad, doesn't it?
No, you have a right to not talk to us anytime you want.
I didn't know.
Okay.
Okay.
See this right here? Just print your name and sign it there for me real quick. So, you and Richard have been married for how long?
Since 2002.
2002?
Yes.
Okay.
And just so I'm clear, I know that you probably already told Aaron, just so I'm clear, how long have you lived in your house?
Our new home?
Yeah,
Since September.
okay, and how long have you been in Oregon?
We've been here over 4 years. No, over 4 years now.
Okay.
So probably 5 years now.
From where?
Sacramento, California.
Sacramento, okay. How long did you live in Sacramento?
All my life.
All your life, really? Who all?
It's all wet.
Oh, okay.
It's okay. I'm just
Who all was living in the Howard address?
me, my husband, my daughter Jeanette, my daughter Patience, and my son Bubba,
Okay.
or Richard.
Okay.
Who's a junior?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so you live in Sacramento, and then Richard, you met Richard down there, or
Through his cousin.
your cousin?
Mm-hmm.
And then you said you've been married 8 years, or just together 8 years, or?
Been together since 2002. We've been together about a year. You want me to say what you're in the date?
Yep.
Are you working outside the home though?
No, ever since my husband had a heart attack, I take care of the children, plus I take care of my husband.
Okay.
And you had a heart attack this summer?
Just recently.
Okay.
You signed out like a date.
I'm sorry. Will I be able to see my husband?
See at room 175 now?
Yeah.
I think he's over at room 175 where you just came from, so.
And he talked with us for quite a long time, so he needed a break, so we give him a glass of water and a hamburger or something, whatever he can eat.
Yeah, we do hamburger things.
Yeah.
Are you good? You need anything?
And I just letting you know that I didn't sign it, but you just signed it, so.
You need anything? Good.
No, thank you.
So, like I said, we talked to Rich for quite some time, but sounds like the two youngest go to public school?
Yes,
And what about Jeanette?
Jeanette's homeschooled with me.
Okay,
I've homeschooled her for 2 years now.
okay. What does that day entail as far as homeschooling?
What do you mean?
I mean, what kind of curriculum do you use?
Algebra,
Okay.
reading, spelling, arts and crafts, PE, just all the basics.
Do you have a special room that's kind of like a classroom?
No, I just sit in the kitchen,
Okay.
you know.
And then, and those
And
curriculum
the other
books?
kids were, yeah,
Yeah.
they came from like the Learning Palace.
Okay. So those books are in the kitchen somewhere that you're talking about?
They're in my living room.
They're in the living room?
No, sorry, my bedroom.
Okay.
Sorry,
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay, no worries.
Where's your bedroom located in the house?
My bedroom is the kitchen right here, and my bedroom's right here, by the garage.
By the garage?
Can you draw a picture of the inside of your house on there?
You want me to draw my house?
Just like a diagram of
Just
it?
so when you talk about your room, we can see what you're talking about.
If Angela actually homeschooled Jeanette like she claims, it'd be the first time she did anything for this girl. Because what detectives already know, and Angela doesn't, is that Jeanette's 7-year-old brother and 13-year-old sister just spent the last 2 hours telling investigators that Jeanette wasn't homeschooled. She was imprisoned, and the only education she received was in how much pain one human being can inflict on another.
I've never been to your house, so, you know what I mean? It kind of puts a picture to me of where
I don't,
it's at.
okay.
Just the way the house is.
I mean, this is something we ask everybody to do that we talk to, because we never, if you haven't been in the house, we don't know what it looks like. So if you say your bedroom,
We just moved in though.
Okay.
I mean, it's not like it's gonna be really neat. I
Well,
mean,
yeah, you can just draw
there's
it.
boxes of, I'm
right.
not gonna be able to draw my house.
Well, since September, you should kind of know what the layout of the inside of the
Oh, I
house is.
know what it
Yeah,
looks like.
okay.
Like here's the bedroom.
You say bedroom, your bedroom?
No, the girls' bedroom.
Okay, girl's bedroom, okay.
Everybody slept in the living room right now because we weren't really unpacked and we just.
Everybody's sleeping
In the living room.
Oh, in the living room?
Except for my husband. He was on the bed because of his heart.
Right.
And then he got to where he had to like go to a lower bed, which is our bedroom.
Okay.
Here's the bathroom. And here's my son's room. I put bed, I'm sorry. I meant bedroom,
Okay, that's fine.
sorry. And then the living room. Front door. This what you want me to do?
Yeah, Kathy, you're doing
I'm
perfect.
sorry.
Yeah. Now
I
you
just
say,
want this to be over.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, like
I
I
didn't
said,
know I had thing could cause her to die. I didn't know. I asked. I had no idea. I stitched it. I didn't know, you know. I don't know. You know, I know like I'm trying to kill my kid. I didn't know. I just,
okay,
I'm sorry.
okay. You understand when things like this happen, we have to ask questions, okay? You understand that?
I know.
Okay, that's why we're here. We have to ask a few questions.
I'm sorry.
No, I understand.
Here's the kitchen. And here's our bedroom.
Okay.
Very messy.
Okay.
No, because we have a lot of stuff that we haven't gone over.
Oh, absolutely. It's moved in September, understandable.
so you guys were all, everybody but Richard, your husband, was sleeping in.
Well, Richard did sleep in the living room for a little while until his, you know, because he's a heart victim, so
Right.
it was kind of hard for him to.
Right.
So do you have beds in the living room then?
Well, we have beds, yes.
Okay, so everybody had their own bed in there?
Well, no, there was a futon,
Okay,
which me and Bubba slept on,
okay.
and then Patience had her bed.
And where did
And then Jeanette had her blanket, big thick blanket, on the
Okay.
ground with us, with the pillow.
Okay, so Jeanette was
In the living
Next
room.
to-
All of us. We
next
were
to-
all in the living room all the time.
So the whole family's been sleeping in the living room together since September because they haven't unpacked yet. How cozy. Except here's what Angela's leaving out. Jeanette wasn't cuddled up with everyone on that futon. She was sleeping on a piece of cardboard on the floor. And the only reason that was even there was to catch the blood seeping through her bandages so it wouldn't stain the carpet. But nothing says loving family like making sure your daughter's wounds don't ruin the rental deposit.
Okay. Well, tell us how your typical day would start. Like this morning, you homeschool the kids, and the other ones you
No.
had to get up and go to school. You homeschool.
They were sick.
Oh, they
so
were.
they stayed home.
Okay.
Yes. And Jeanette, I would homeschool her, but she wasn't really, I had to go to Walmart, so I went to Walmart to do some shopping. And when I came home, my husband said that Richard and Jeanette were arguing or whatever, and he put on a timeout, and she fell. And I supposedly hit her head. And when she hit her head, she had like a little gash right here, you know. I don't know. I mean, I'm not a doctor.
Right.
I don't know. I asked my husband to look, is she gonna be okay? You know, what's going on? You know what I mean? What do we need to do? You know, so I had butterfly stitches to where I kind of put it together, and she was fine, you know, and then all of a sudden she just laid down and went to sleep, and I was like, are you okay? You know, I don't want to touch you, I'm sorry.
Right.
Are you okay, Jeanette? You know, wake up, you know, eat breakfast, you know, time to eat with the kids, and she wouldn't get up. She would not get up, and I was like,
What time was that?
this morning when I got up,
okay.
yeah,
And she was on her blanket there? Or was she in the other room?
living room.
Living room, okay.
But I was like, you know, come on, you gotta wake up, you know, it's time to eat, you know, what's going on? But she, you know, and I was
Right.
like, man, something's going on with my kid, you know what I mean? There's something wrong, you know, and it didn't dawn on me, dang it, man, take her to the dang hospital, you know, and I didn't do it on purpose. I swear to God, I didn't do it on purpose, never do it on purpose, no. I asked my husband, and he said she's gonna be okay, you know, and just stitch it up, you know, clean it up, and then everything's gonna be fine. Obviously, it wasn't fine.
So she fell this morning?
My husband said that when I came home, he said that he had put her on a timeout, because it's either a sit down or a stand, you know, for 10 minutes. And she fell and hit her head.
Who would typically discipline her in your family?
Well-
If any of the kids needed discipline,
husband.
he would? How would he typically discipline them?
He put him on a timeout. He told me that he did spank her, though.
Today he did?
No, not today. I don't think today. No, not today. A couple of weeks ago, he was very...
How about you? How do you discipline the kids when it's your job to do it? You don't?
Timeout.
Time out? You don't?
I try to walk away, you know, of course, you know, we get upset, you know,
Yeah.
just like they get upset.
Right.
So just,
When's the last time you had to spank any of the kids?
I haven't.
You have them?
No,
Not Jeanette or
none.
either the other two? Not in their whole lives? Not even a swat in the butt?
No, the butt, but I mean, it's not like, you know,
Okay. And how you said that Richard would discipline them how?
he put him on timeouts.
Okay.
You know, sit down over there and, you know, behave and this and that. Other than that, that was it, you know.
How long would a timeout last?
Not that long, goodness gracious. Bubba's to where he's 5 now, so, you know, I don't even go all my time out, you know, I mean, I tell him, you know, 10 minute, you know, you got a 10-minute timeout, you know what I mean, stop it, sit down. But I won't go the whole time.
Right.
I never did.
Right.
I just say, okay, you know, sometimes go, okay, you're done, come on, come here, I want to talk to you, you know, and this is, you know, don't you, you know, and yeah, no.
When's the last time you saw Richard spank? You said you haven't. When's the last time you saw Richard spank one of the kids?
I don't.
You-
I'm not in there watching.
Yeah, but when's the last time he told you he
He
had?
told me it was a while back. I don't remember.
And
I
which
just-
kid was it?
Jeanette.
Jeanette, okay. What about mealtime? Do you guys typically sit down at the table and have a
We
family
usually
meal?
eat in the living room.
The whole family?
Because the kitchen's kind of, the table's kind of with stuff and
Right.
The whole family together though?
all family together.
Okay, and what do you
And the
guys-
reason why she's so skinny, honest to God, is when she split her lip a while back, I did not know exactly how to feed her, not feed her, but give her, you know, and I wanted to give her soft stuff.
Right.
So my husband told me, look, cheese sandwiches, peanut butter sandwiches, peanut butter jelly sandwiches, you know, just so she could, you know, be careful with the stitch, you know what I'm saying? And it wouldn't come undone, you know, eggs, you know, stuff like that. Not hard stuff, you know, pretzels, chips, you know, I couldn't give her none of that stuff. And I thought, you know what, I'm gonna call my mother-in-law, let her know what I should do because my daughter is gonna get too skinny. And I don't want her to get skinny.
When did she hurt her lip?
She hurt her lip about, when we first, October.
A split lip in October that prevents eating for 2 months? Even a toddler could come up with a more believable story. But here's what's really rich. Angela's claiming Richard does all the discipline, while she's just the sweet, innocent mom. Meanwhile, Richard's in the next room, singing like a canary about how Angela held every key in the house, controlled every meal, and turned their daughter's bedroom into her personal torture dungeon. These two really should have gotten their story straight.
Whatever, I'm not going to starve myself and say, okay, here's just a sandwich. I did not do that. Honest to God, I never did that. I got to where I wanted to give her other stuff, pork chops, things like that. That's going to put meat on her.
Right.
That's what, when I say that, that's what I meant.
Well, you said that you told me on the way over here that you said she eats a lot.
She does eat a lot. She does. And then when the lip thing happened, I was like, what do I do? I don't know what to do. I asked my husband, what do I do?
Too painful for her to eat then?
Well, it's just I didn't want to split open again.
Right.
Wanted to heal.
Was it just the bottom lip, or?
It was the bottom, and then when she fell outside with the groceries, she got the top.
Oh, she fell again?
Outside.
I mean,
And then that's why that thing right here.
That one over there.
Yeah, see, that was a tiny little, it was because she fell on her face for bringing in groceries.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, oh my God, are you okay? And we helped her up, me and my son, and my other daughter, we helped her up. And, I said, come on, oh, I'm sorry, it's okay, Jeanette, let the kids help, I mean? I know you want to help, and brought her in, cleaned it up. I put one of those things on there, and just to stop the blood, what I mean? Because it wasn't like, and then it stopped. And then I just left it on there so it would maybe not open up again. I don't know. I mean, I try to stitch my kids up. If I can stitch them, I'll stitch them. I'm sorry. If that's bad of me, I'm not trying to be bad.
What about the other kids? Did they ever have any injuries you had to sew up?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Not so.
Or fix? Yeah.
Yeah, my son Richard, he had just got his finger the other day from a soda.
What about patients? Does she have any?
No, not really. She's really pretty,
But how about activities? Would you guys watch TV as a family?
Yes, we watch TV as a family. And last night we went out, we would go walking to look at the Christmas lights and stuff like that.
And the whole family did?
The whole,
Jeanette went?
Jeanette went too.
Okay.
The whole family, yes.
What was her favorite TV show?
Oh, God. Frosty.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I just...
Okay. Well, yeah, understandable. Well, I can tell you that we've talked to both your children, and we talked to Richard for a long time. And there's a little bit of difference in your stories.
Okay.
Okay. So you want to start over and tell us the truth?
We talked to Lynn, and you called her today.
We called her, yes. My husband did, yes.
Right, and you talked to her.
Yes.
You remember what you told her?
I told her that I need help. I told her that, I don't know what to do,
Did you tell her anything about you went too far tonight? Discipline?
The spanking?
Mm-hmm.
Tonight?
Mm-hmm.
I
Right,
didn't spank her
today.
tonight. I did not spank her tonight.
When did you spank her?
Am I gonna go to jail? I'm just asking.
Okay, here's the deal. We need to talk to both the kids, you and Richard, which is what we're doing. Then we talk to the people that have been to the house, and then we compare the notes. Basically, that's what we do. It's an investigation. That's what we have to do. We have to ask questions. We have to ask tough questions, and they have to determine by what they see there if you're being truthful or not. Okay?
This is your chance to tell your side of
Yeah.
the story. So, you know what I mean? We just want you to be honest with us.
Okay?
You know what I mean?
We weren't there. If you need to tell us to the best of how you can remember what happened.
I did.
Okay?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, this girl's pretty skinny. She's got a lot of injuries.
Time to check in on Richard, because while Angela's still spinning fairy tales about accidents, Richard's in the next room having a complete breakdown, and the detectives haven't even had to push him. He's offering up information like he's been waiting years to confess, which, based on what he's about to say, he probably has been.
Like Brandy was saying, how many people live in the house?
5 total.
And they are?
Me, my wife Angela, my son Bubba, which is Richard Jr., Jeanette and Patience.
Okay. And Bubba, or
Sorry.
Richard Jr. Okay.
I'm so used to calling Bubba.
Now,
sorry.
he's your only natural
Yes.
child? Okay. And the two girls are stepdaughters?
Yeah, well, I don't consider them stepdaughters, but yes.
Okay, but biologically, they're
Yes.
stepdaughters?
Yes, sorry.
Okay. Does anybody else live in the house?
Nope.
Okay.
Are the kids going to school anywhere?
The two kids are going to school, Patience and Richard Jr. Jeanette was being homeschooled because they kicked her out of school because she had too big of a file on things that she was doing wrong there.
So what's your typical day? Say, like, tell you what time did you get up this morning?
I got up this morning at about 7:30. I sleep in the bedroom. All four of them sleep in the living room. My son doesn't like to sleep without his mom because he's kind of like, big room. Just moved into here, so, he's kind of like, in between. My daughter sleeps in the bed that's in the living room where I used to sleep when I was in the hospital, and I came out. They wanted me on a higher level and just better kept the eye on, and my wife sleeps in the living room, and my other daughter, she slept right there on the floor, so.
Now, which one's on the...
Jeanette's on the floor.
Okay.
Patience on the bed.
Okay, are there other bedrooms in the house?
There's 2 bedrooms. There's 3 bedrooms, but the kids have 2 bedrooms, and me and my wife has the other bedroom.
Okay, but they don't sleep in the bedrooms?
No, they haven't yet because it's been basically too cold. There's not a heating system in it, all except for the fireplace. And we have a heater in the living room and the kids are in there. So it's basically to where they don't catch cold or nothing like that. But I mean, she's been good. I can't take care of her. I can't. That's why my wife's been taking care of me. I mean, I got to keep on my pills. The food I eat, everything else, I've got to watch everything I do. I mean, I can't even eat red meat because the doctor's like, you can't eat red meat.
We started to tell us about your typical day. Say, like today, you say you got up at 7:30.
I got up at 7:30. Honest truth, are one of us going to go to jail? I just want to find out. I mean,
Well,
because I need to answer something, but I want to find out. If I answer it, am I going to go to jail? I mean, I don't know how to put this. I don't want to make it sound like I'm being rude to you guys or keeping something from you guys. I mean, I'm not that way. I've been telling you the honest truth, everything. But is my wife standing behind the
No, she's
mirror?
not. She's not.
Or
No, she's
anything
not.
like that?
No, she's not.
Is she word that I can hear, where she can hear me?
I'll tell you how these work. We talk to you and your wife separately. And she's
I
not
understand
watching.
that.
Then we call the guys who are working at the scene and can compare notes.
Because I know what they're going to say at the scene.
Well, what are they going to say at the scene?
That it's bad.
Why is it bad?
Because, I mean, like I told you, I've had a heart problem. They haven't released me. I'm not allowed to drive. I'm not allowed to do nothing. My wife does all the driving. I've told her not to because she can't drive. She doesn't have a driver's license. I told her not to. Okay, she does it anyways. I'm not allowed to do anything, or else she chews me out, or she'll hit me, or this and that. Everything else. I know I'm a big guy. I know she's a small guy. I've never hit my wife. I've never done anything to abuse her. I know what they're gonna find, and I'm telling you right now, I'm the only thing that I'm at fault for is that I should either call the cops or, which I don't know if I'm gonna be held as an accessory because I'm telling you the honest truth. Now, at the hospital, I didn't tell you one thing. I told you everything else, all except for the one thing. I didn't spank her. Honest truth, I've never spanked my kids.
Okay.
Ever.
Well, now-
My kids will even tell you that I never spanked them. I never spanked them. I swear to God, on Jeanette, on anything right now, I did not spank her ever. If she would have woke up from the hospital and she would have told you who hit her, she would have told you who. And if you would have asked her, has your dad ever laid a hand on her? I've never laid a hand on her.
What would Jeanette have said?
Jeanette would have said that it was her mom.
Between 2005 and tonight, at least 6 different people called Child Protective Services reporting that Jeanette was being starved and beaten. Teachers at Cascade Middle School talked to Jeanette directly, and she confirmed the abuse. They confronted Angela, who called her daughter a chronic liar. A friend's mother called CPS. Classmates and neighbors even called. And every time, CPS showed up, looked around, and left Jeanette there.
And I'm telling you the honest truth. You can go to the house, you can do your... I watch a lot of the CSI crime, you can spray the stuff. I'll tell you exactly where everything's at, where it was done, everything else. I mean, she didn't let her... She had me put locks on all the doors. Okay, even her bedroom door, the garage door, my daughter's door. My son's door was the only one that didn't have a lock on it because it was busted. The bathroom door had a lock on it. She refused her to go to the bathroom half the time because she told her, because she, I guess a couple of different times she sent her in there to go to the bathroom, and she, how do I put this, didn't go to the bathroom right away. So she'd tell her until she was ready to go to the bathroom. Most of the time she peed her pants. Most of the time she pooped her pants. I said, "Hun, this is not good, okay? I don't know what to do. I mean, she's my wife. I didn't know what to do. I know I should have called. I know I should have did this and that. We've already been done through the interview with the what do you call it, the
Children's services folks.
And she passed us and everything else. Back then, she didn't have no problem. It was ever since I had my heart attack, she's been on Jeanette a lot. Really a lot. I mean, over at the other house, it was just time out, scrubbing the floors, doing this and that, everything else. It was never nothing like this.
What does she do now?
This is the first time I ever seen her take the belt and just, she came running in the room and told me, "Rick, I did something wrong. I did something wrong." She's came in the room probably about 5 different times. "I've done something wrong. Please, don't get mad at me. Don't do anything. Don't call the cops. Anything like that. I want to make sure that I can get it done without having her go to the hospital, without having the cops interviewed, anything like that. I don't want to get in trouble." I'm sitting there like, you know, with my... She does it every time I take my pills and everything else. It's like, I don't know what I'm thinking at the time. I don't know what I'm going to do. Every time I do anything, she's hit me before. I won't hit her back. I won't do nothing. I've never did nothing. If I tell her I don't want to go look and see what happened to Jeanette, because I've told you before, this is your doing, not mine. Leave her alone. Stop doing it. Let her do what she wants to do. This first time she spanked her, everything did not work out. I mean, she spanked her. Jeanette didn't mind. Jeanette didn't do this and that. I told her, I said, well then, if you spanked her, she ain't gonna listen, then it ain't working.
Now,
and she goes,
now you mean first spanked her first time tonight, or
no, this
some other
has
time?
been
Okay.
since we've moved into the house.
Okay.
Honest truth, that she's taken her into, when we moved into this house, she was just like, how do I put it, Jeanette ain't getting in a room because she hasn't listened over at the other house. She made her scrub the floors, she made her do everything I told you that she's made her do. She's even had her she'll have her standing like this, okay? And with her foot up. Her foot was all busted up. All busted up. I told her, what the hell did you do? I stepped on her foot because she didn't listen. What the heck? You know, I wanted to say the other, but what the heck? So she'll have her standing like this for hours.
Now, you stepped on whose foot?
She stepped on her foot.
She's...
On Jeanette's foot.
Angela stepped on Jeanette's
Yes.
foot. Okay.
Would that be like during meal times when everyone else was sitting at the table?
No, we never sat at the table. She was never allowed to eat what the other kids have eaten.
Right.
Okay, she was punished so much. I can tell you a lot of things that she's done. I just don't want to be put as an accessory because I know I should have tried to do something, but the only thing is tonight she came into the room and asked me, what did I do? What did I do? She's not doing anything. And I said, what the hell do you mean she's not doing anything? She's ice cold. I said, what? And I went over to her. I grabbed a hold of her arms and said, Jeanette, I'm being serious. Jeanette, She did not move. She did not do nothing. I put my hand on her wrist to check her pulse. I couldn't get nothing. I put my hand on her chest. I could feel just a tiny bit of like a heartbeat. Just a tiny bit. My wife took her, started holding her, started picking her up, started doing this and that and telling her, come on, Jeanette. She'd go, and that was it. And I'm thinking, okay, maybe something. So I called up my mom and said, I don't know what to do. I've called up my mom before. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. She said, call 911 right away. I called 911. We did all that. She's beat her. She's beat her bad.
When paramedics arrived, they found Jeanette's body temperature so low it didn't register on their thermometer. She weighed less than 70 pounds. The medical examiner would later document over 100 distinct injuries. Cuts so deep bone was visible. Bruises in various stages of healing. Signs of prolonged starvation and dehydration. Richard's about to describe horrors that will make this one of the most disturbing cases in Oregon history.
And I swear to God, I walked inside that room. I've never been in that room. Every time she's given her a spanking, I've never been in that room.
Which room is that?
Patience's room. As you walk in the house, you make a right.
If I get your pin, could you put a diagram on there? Okay.
Yes. But she came running into the room and told me I spanked her too hard. She's bleeding at the side. She'd patch it up. She's patched it up for weeks. And I told her, what's going on? Her sides. And she keeps telling her every time when she goes to the bathroom or something, she'll tell her, pull your pants apart like this and pull them down because don't mess up the bandage. She wanted to heal.
Did she spank?
The belt, she came out with the belt today. I've seen it in the room. She came out with the belt today. It was in blood. Okay, she's not only used the belt. I don't know if she can hear me or not.
No, she can't.
She came out with the belt with blood on it. Okay, smothered in blood. The room, oh my God, it was like a freaking nightmare. I mean, there was blood everywhere. And then there's this spot in the middle of the room. It had blood markings all over it.
What kind of belt is it? I mean, what does it look like?
It's a leather belt. Right now it's sitting in the trash can, in the green trash can at home, with a bunch of twigs, a ruler that she broke in half over her head. I told her last week when it happened, I said, what the hell did you do to her head? And she goes like this, she goes, it's just a hole. It's just a hole in her skin. I hit her too hard. I said, how did you hit her? I hit her and she moved back into the wall and hit the wall. That's why the chunk of the wall's right there on the missing from the thing. I said, okay, fine. Then she tells me today when she comes in there, she says, there's something wrong with her. She's not talking right. She's not coherent. I mean, she was like, how do I put it? She was even telling my wife, I don't know where my blanket's at. Where's my blanket? My wife didn't even give her a blanket. She didn't have a blanket. I'm sitting there like, okay. And then the next minute, I'm sitting on the couch. I'm covered up. I stay out of it. I've told her, I'm through with it. Whatever happens, when it comes down to the point where that's it, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I love you, everything else, she's my wife and everything, but I don't know if I can take it because, I mean, like tonight, I was starting to pass out right here. I don't know how I would have, I mean, I was feeling really bad because I let this go on. It has only happened since the beating and stuff has only happened since we came into this new house. Everything else before was just scrubbing the floors, mainly the bathroom floor. That house had blood from her smacking her in the lips. She had, popped lips and everything else. But nothing any serious than what she did at this place. I mean, she beat her so badly it wasn't even funny.
Now, at the hospital, you said that she would chew on her lips. Is that what that job is getting hit?
No, I had to tell you that because before we got to the hospital, she didn't want to go to jail. She didn't want to go to jail, and she told me, she said, since you have a heart problem and everything else, you might not have to, you'll probably get admitted somewhere and not have to go through the serious stuff because something can happen to you. And I'm like, yeah. And she goes, well, what do I do? And I said, fine, I don't want you to go to jail. Fine, let me take the blame. I'm going to take the serious blame on it. I don't want you to go to jail. I needed someone to watch my kids. And the only thing is I understand that was the stupidest thing to say because what she's done to Jeanette.
So Richard's known about all this, but he never called police because he was scared of what would happen. Well, Richard, let me tell you what happened. A 15-year-old girl died. And now he's describing the evidence trail like he's narrating a true crime documentary. Except he lived it and did nothing to stop it. Back in Angela's interrogation room, detectives have heard enough of her lies. Armed with Richard's words and statements from both surviving children, they're about to dig in.
Can you kind of tell us about how these injuries happened? I know you said she fell once and Richard put her time out, she bumped her head, and then she fell once packing the
Right here,
groceries.
she fell, yes.
What about her foot? Did she have a foot injury?
No. No foot injury.
Because unfortunately, part of this is the coroner's gonna have to look at her tomorrow.
I understand that.
And they're gonna say, Detective Holberg, Detective Finley, there's a broken bone here, there's a bruise here, there's a bruise here, there's a bruise here, there's a cut here, there's a scrape here, there's an abrasion here. They're not gonna stop. They're gonna look at that lip and they're gonna say it's been bad for a long time. So, you don't get that from falling down twice. Okay? So,
I mean, Richard, we've already talked to Richard.
can you explain any of those injuries? You can't? None of them? None of them? What about the room you have marked as a girl's bedroom? What are we gonna find in there?
Dressers?
What else?
I don't know.
Yeah, you do.
What do I know?
Because we talked to the people that are out there. So tell us what we're gonna find there.
We've talked to patients. We've talked to Richard Jr.
If it's an accident,
Richard.
if it's an accident, try to explain that, but you need to tell us why we see what we see in that room.
I want to see my husband.
Well, that's not gonna happen for a little bit.
I know.
Okay. Yeah, and I can tell you, he was honest with us.
He was.
That's why we can ask you direct questions, because he was very honest with us.
He told
Okay.
us.
Told you what?
Everything, just
I'm sorry.
Yeah, just everything, okay? We're not gonna tell you exactly what he told us, but he told us everything. And so did your 5-year-old son. Okay?
Yes.
And after talking to you on the phone, your daughter tried to hide some stuff in the garage, but the deputies found, intercepted her before she did that. Don't act surprised.
I'm not asking surprise. Honest to God, I
Yeah.
didn't tell my daughter to do nothing.
Okay,
Honest
well,
to God, I didn't do that.
After she talked to you, she went to the garage.
Oh, she told me she went outside to get the dog outside, though.
Okay.
She didn't go to the garage.
Okay, don't make a big deal
I'm
out
not
of that.
making a big thing, I
Okay,
promise.
Okay, what I'm telling you is, all these people have told us a lot of stuff. You're the only one who's not telling us the stuff.
It's not going along with your story at all.
I don't know.
Well, why don't you tell us what happens in that back bedroom?
Spanking.
Spankings, Jeff?
Spanking.
Who gives the spankings?
My husband.
What does he use?
A belt.
What kind of a belt?
A belt, just a long belt. That's why her side was so messed up, because when you spanked, it went on the side.
The metal killing Henderson?
No metal. No metal.
Just the leather?
No metal, just the leather.
How often would he spank her in there?
Not many times.
No.
Honest to God, no.
Did she have clothes on when he did that?
All he tells me is that he spanked the daughter. I spanked our daughter.
That's all he tells you.
That's it.
Well, when you were trying to clean up the blood in that room today, was that to protect your husband or to protect you?
I dig my husband, I'm sorry.
Okay.
It's because her scabs would open up.
Uh-huh.
Again, from another spanking on the side.
Okay. Did you ever give her any of those spankings?
No.
Never once?
No.
It was always your husband?
Yes.
Angela has the look of someone whose story is falling apart in real time. And the best she can do as the detectives keep revealing more of what they know is to minimize and put the blame on Richard. This woman is as vile as they come.
But what I can tell you right now, before we even ask these questions, we know the answers. And when you minimize or you are untruthful to us, we know you're being untruthful.
I'm not being untruthful. I told you what happened.
You've never spanked her with a belt. You've never, well, you said you made her stand with her hands up in the air.
Because she fiddled around.
Okay. Would that be bad on a timeout to do that?
Yes,
Okay.
I agree to that. Yes, it would.
Okay. And when Richard's spanking her with a belt, you never just...
I don't go in there.
How come?
Why would I want to go in there?
I don't know. Tell me.
I don't want to go in there.
You don't want to go in there and protect your daughter?
I would want to protect my daughter.
Well, then why didn't you stop Richard?
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, I can tell you why, because you're the one giving her the spankings. That's what your son told us, and that's what your husband told us. And at the way to the hospital, you guys had a conversation. You had a conversation that he would take the blame because he has a heart condition and they wouldn't put him away anywhere. Right? This is your chance to be honest with us.
Yes.
Okay.
And you called Lynn tonight, and you told her that you went too far and you lost it.
I told her that she has markings on her and I don't want to get in trouble and I don't know what to do and I don't want my daughter to die. And I'm sorry.
Okay, and now you're being honest.
I am.
So come clean. Who gives
I just did.
Who gives her the spanking?
Me.
Okay.
My husband did too, though.
How many times?
I don't know how many times my husband has actually spanked her, but yes.
How many times have you spanked her?
About 3 times.
It's more than that.
No, it's not.
It is.
No, it's
Your
not.
5-year-old son told us it's more than that.
When I go in the bedroom, I'm not just going in there to spank her. I'm going in there to talk to her and tell her, look.
The guys who have been in your house have seen blood over every wall, the ceiling, broken walls. It's not 3 spankings.
There's blood splatter everywhere.
From her scabs.
Right, and how does those scabs open?
From the belt.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not going to lie to you. It's from the belt.
Well,
Breaking
it's
it
more
off.
than 3 times. It's your chance to be honest with us.
I was honest.
You said you made her do the timeouts with her arms in the air, and you said you spanked her with the belt 3 times. That's minimizing. That's the same as a lie. It's many more times than that.
And besides the belt, what else did you use?
Just the belt.
What about sticks?
No sticks.
So if there were sticks with blood on it, it wouldn't be from you?
No, the sticks would be outside where the kids are picking them up and stuff, maybe playing around.
Well, I think we're going to find sticks and rulers and maybe pliers and quite a few.
Pliers.
No?
No pliers.
Okay, but sticks and rulers and belts. We're going to find all that. Right?
Yes.
Okay. Now tell me how you got so angry that you would hit her.
I don't know. I just did. I don't know. I'm sorry. I just did.
Have you hit any of the other children?
No.
You're absolutely sure?
Honest to God, no.
Okay, because you weren't so honest about...
I know, and
Jeanette.
and you're right. I wasn't.
Okay, so are you being honest?
Yes, I am being honest with you. I'm
Okay.
sorry. I don't want to get loud. I apologize
No.
for that. Yes.
Okay. What
I'm
about...
sorry.
You're fine.
I know, but you probably hate me.
We're just here talking to you, and we're just getting your side of the story. So, how come Jeanette and not the other ones?
Stealing, lying. The other ones don't steal. The other ones don't lie.
Stealing food?
No, just taking things that don't belong to her.
Well, basically, Jeanette never left the house. Who did she steal from?
Us?
How does she steal from you? What does she take from you?
She couldn't go anywhere with it. You didn't let her leave the house.
And I can tell you, Angela, we know the answers to these questions before we ask them. She did not eat with the family. She did not watch
She
television.
did too, eat with the family. She ate right there in the living room while we ate.
She did not eat what the family ate. The family ate a nice turkey
She
dinner.
said, no, I don't think so. She had turkey too, and that was because of her lip and stuff like that, and I didn't want to give her so much stuff. And I already knew that. I'm telling the truth over that. I am. Honest to God, I am.
What about water? Does she have...
She had a glass of water, she had a glass of milk, she had a glass of orange
I'm
juice.
talking about
Yes.
on a regular basis, not Thanksgiving Day. Regular basis.
Yes, regular basis.
Did you ever see her drink out of the toilet?
No,
Did you
I
ever
was
see-
not there.
Did you ever see her drink out of the dog's bowl?
Yes,
Okay, why was that?
because my husband had just had a heart attack. I was on the phone and stuff. She didn't want to wait. I told her to sit down because she was taking a time out on the ground, sitting down. And she went over there, she water, so she got it.
This is your 15-year-old, right?
My 15-year-old.
She's 15.
Yes, she is.
Can she reach the handles on the sink?
Yes.
Okay. Would you turn the water off underneath the sink sometimes?
At nighttime I did, yes.
Okay, why would you do that?
So she's not up at night drinking all kinds of water.
Why is that?
I don't know. I mean, she gets water in the day. I don't know.
Did you do
I did wrong. I shouldn't have turned the water off. I should have left the water on. I shouldn't have done that. I should have never spanked my daughter with the belt. I shouldn't have done that. That was horrible of me. I understand that. I shouldn't have done any of the other stuff that I did. Hands up. I understand that. I'm very sorry. I don't know how I can take it back. I didn't do the injury on the head. I did not do that. I know that she probably died because of the injury on the head through the skull when she fell down. I did not kill my daughter over a spanking. So I didn't do that.
Detectives know to ask about Jeanette drinking out of the toilet because Richard just copped to it.
Would she allow Jeanette to have water when she needed it? Or is it dehydration a problem as well?
Basically, I think it was. I mean, honest truth, I mean, I told you inside the hospital about I think I told you about the bathroom.
Drinking out of the toilet?
Out of the toilet.
Yeah.
Honest truth, she did have to drink out of the toilet because she didn't get nothing to drink. She told Jeanette, when I come back, if you haven't been in trouble, if your dad says you've been standing there with your arms up, I'll come home, I'll make you lunch, and I will give you something to drink. Otherwise than that, she hadn't had nothing to drink. She even took the freaking nozzle off the front end of the hose because she was having her stand out there and wait, and she'd go over to drink the hose. She can't do it no more because it's taken off.
When she would have her stand like
She's got all the keys. I'm not even allowed to have keys to the pantry, the 2 pantries we got. I'm not allowed to have keys to the bathroom, nothing like that. Anytime Jeanette said, can I go to the bathroom? I'm like, I don't have keys.
Back with Angela, detectives continued to pummel her with facts, like she pummeled her daughter with that belt.
Running.
Why don't you show us your knuckles, sir?
This from?
This?
Yeah.
Outside working.
It's not from her teeth?
No. Outside. I told you the truth. I honestly did. I told you all the truth. I honestly did.
So, these marks, and these marks?
This one, no. This is all from outside working.
How do you do that working outside?
Cutting down things.
Well, that's the inside of your hands.
And the outside, because they would scratch me from pulling them down.
You know, if I asked you that, I probably know the answer already, right? When I asked you that question, I already know the answer of how you got those, and that's how I said, well, I want to look at your hands.
We were told.
You already told us.
He already told us. The marks are
You
going to be
back
there.
Marshall?
The marks would be there.
I'm sorry.
The marks
we
would
were
be
told.
on your hand. So why don't you? I asked you that for a reason because I already knew the answer. I wanted you to be honest with me, and you weren't. Here's your chance. So were those caused by her teeth?
And now work? No. What, my daughter's gonna bite me?
No, from you backhanding her.
Could it have been once, accidentally, you got angry and did something like that? With the palm of your hand?
Like this.
Okay.
This is from outside.
Okay. Is that how she cut her lip, was by getting spanked?
No. She cut that outside from falling.
How does she fall?
Chasing the dog, trying to catch the dog. Honest.
Okay.
Angela. I don't think you're being honest.
I am being honest. I told you. I am sorry. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have.
How many hours a day, now that we're going to be honest, how many hours a day did you actually spend homeschooling her?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I did more this time.
So how come we were told by good sources that there was not even a minute spent homeschooling her? Not even 1 minute of the day was used to homeschool her. To home discipline her maybe, or make her do chores, but not to homeschool her with curriculum. Right? Right?
Yes.
Okay.
Now that Angela has admitted to not even homeschooling Jeanette and completely lying about it, more dominoes will fall. But first, Richard has an even grimmer picture to paint. Or rather, a blueprint to draw on the whiteboard.
Go ahead and draw you a floor plan, and you're inside the house the best you can and kind of... When she would leave with patients, how long would they be gone at a time?
Probably about 3 or 4 hours.
Okay. How would you go to the bathroom or get water during that time?
Because she would tell me before she leaves, do you have to go to the bathroom? That was it. I didn't have no keys. The only time I had keys was today. She was actually cool about it.
Okay.
She was like, well, Jeanette's laying down. She ain't doing anything. So I'll give you the keys. I've never had a key to the place.
Okay.
I mean, not even to the front door. I don't even have a key to the front door.
Right, so you couldn't have any bathroom breaks when she was gone?
Nope.
Or water?
No, honest truth. I mean, I could get water out of the sink, but at nighttime she would, you can even take her fingerprints. Nighttime in the not the bathroom, she locked that up, but in the kitchen, she'd turn off the nozzle, underneath to make sure that she didn't have no water.
So Jeanette couldn't wake up and get water in the middle of the night?
Yeah,
Okay.
she would, every time she told me, Jeanette's stealing water, Jeanette's stealing food, Jeanette's stealing this and that,
Right.
everything else. She's stolen before other things, jewelry, stuff like that from our parents' house and everything else. Nothing to be serious about,
Right.
but when it came out to the food and the water, I'm thinking, I'm staying out of this. I'm totally staying out of this. I mean, I don't want to be an accomplice or anything like that because I'm trying to tell you the honest truth. And I mean, I know what I did was wrong because I should have got help and everything else. But like I said, she's my wife. I don't know what to do. Tonight, she told me that if you take the blame, they'll take it easy on you because of your heart and everything else. I showed you this card. I have
Right.
heart problem. I have to take pills and everything else.
Right.
She's like, well, they'll send you somewhere to where you're taking good care of everything else. They're not gonna throw you in maximum security and, you know.
Okay. I'll quit asking
everything
questions for a
else.
second, you can
Sorry.
finish that diagram, that's all right.
But you can go in the bathroom. It's in the bathroom.
Where's the front door at? Let's start that way.
Okay, sorry.
Front door.
Let me draw this other one.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's right.
How did okay. Garage is over here.
Okay,
The front door is here.
okay.
When you walk in, there's a bookshelf right here.
Okay.
That is where Jeanette slept.
Right by that bookshelf?
Right by the bookshelf. Well, it's a video shelf, not a bookshelf. It's for the videos.
You said there's bedrooms, can you tell us whether
This is Richard Jr.'s.
Okay, but he didn't sleep in there?
No,
Okay.
never slept in there. He played in there. Certain occasions. I mean, she wasn't even allowing him to play inside the bedroom because she had to constantly keep an eye on him because she didn't want him inside the room when she would spank her because you can hear it from the walls.
Right.
So as long as he was in where she wanted him to be, he didn't. I mean, she kept him secret about everything. I mean, if she was yelling at him, don't say anything about spanking, don't say anything about this and that, because then, you know,
Right.
he'll go to school and tell his teacher, because he's in kindergarten, he'll tell him,
Right.
you know. So this is the front door. This is Patience's room.
Is that where the discipline would happen?
Yes, and right here in the center of the room
Uh-huh.
was a big old blood stain.
Okay.
And I was like, what the heck are you doing? And see, my room is right here. Mine and Angela's room's right here.
But typically it's just you that sleeps in there, right?
Yes, I'm the only one that sleeps in there because she doesn't sleep in there because she's afraid Jeanette's going to get into something. I mean, that's why all the doors were locked.
Right.
She has in her purse the keys to everything. I don't have a single key. She's got all the keys.
Right.
So, and our kitchen is right, our door is right here. Kitchen is all this area right in here. Back patio, there's a door right there. The water faucet out back was right here. The water faucet out front was right here. She took off the nozzles off the, I don't know if she took it off the back one, but I know she took it off the front one because she went out with the screwdriver the other day. When she told Jeanette to pick up leaves, she took the turn thing, the nozzle off,
Right.
and didn't let her, because she was afraid she'd get in the
Yeah,
water.
the water, okay.
Richard's defense strategy? Portray himself as a prisoner too. No keys or bathroom access. No control of anything at all. He's basically describing a hostage situation in his own home. But here's what he won't admit. He had access to a phone. He called his mother multiple times. But never once did he dial 911.
That is where Jeanette slept.
Right by that bookshelf?
Right by the bookshelf. Well, it's a video shelf, not a bookshelf. It's for the videos.
You said there's bedrooms, can you tell us whether
This is Richard Jr.'s.
Okay, but he didn't sleep in there?
No,
Okay.
never slept in there. He played in there. Certain occasions. I mean, she wasn't even allowing him to play inside the bedroom because she had to constantly keep an eye on him because she didn't want him inside the room when she would spank her because you can hear it from the walls.
Right.
So As long as he was in where she wanted him to be, he didn't. I mean, she kept him secret about everything. I mean, if she was yelling at him, don't say anything about spanking, don't say anything about this and that, because then, you know,
Right.
he'll go to school and tell his teacher, because he's in kindergarten, he'll tell him,
Right.
you know. So this is the front door. This is Patience's room.
Is that where the discipline would happen?
Yes, and right here in the center of the room
Uh-huh.
was a big old blood stain.
Okay.
And I was like, what the heck are you doing? And see, my room is right here. Mine and Angela's room's right here.
But typically it's just you that sleeps in there, right?
Yes, I'm the only one that sleeps in there, because she doesn't sleep in there because she's afraid Jeanette's gonna get into something. I mean, that's why all the doors were locked.
Right.
She has in her purse the keys to everything. I don't have a single key. She's got all the keys.
Right.
So, and our kitchen is right, our door's right here. Kitchen is all this area right in here. Back patio, there's a door right there. The water faucet out back was right here. The water faucet out front was right here. She took off the nozzles off the, I don't know if she took it off the back one, but I know she took it off the front one, because she went out with the screwdriver the other day. When she told Jeanette to pick up leaves, she took the turn thing, the nozzle off,
Right.
and didn't let her, because she was afraid she'd get in the
Yeah,
water.
the water, yeah.
She bought it for the kids. Jeanette never had nothing. The only thing she had was probably about a bag full of clothes. That was it. That was it, honest truth. Anytime she bled it or dirtied it, her mom would tell her, okay, fine, I'm sticking it in the washer. If it comes out like this again, it's going in the trash. She'd jerk her so bad backwards, she'd rip the shirts. I mean, honest truth, rip the shirts. Outside, the other day, it was probably 2 days ago when they went to go to the store, she told her, today's Wednesday, right? Today's Wednesday. Monday, trash man came. She just got back from dropping off the kids at school. She said, Bubba and Patience is at school. If you do not hurry up and pick up the leaves so I can get the trash can dumped, that's it, you're not getting nothing to drink. I said, okay, fine. She didn't get nothing to drink because she didn't fill up the trash can. She refused to do it. She came back out. She said, did you do the trash can? That's when she came out with the screwdriver and started undoing the thing. She said, I took off the things. I said, why'd you do that? So she went, I'll drink the water. I'm like, okay, fine. She, honest truth, she had to go in the backyard. The backyard has a big old pan for the dog. She was drinking out of that. She was drinking out of that. That was the only time she got to drink.
As well as the toilet.
Inside the kitchen, the same thing. There's a pan there for the cat and the dog. The dog's dish she always went for. She'd even eat the dog's food.
When she was working outside with her mom, well, how was she dressed?
A jacket, her tennis shoes, real thin pair of, I don't know if it was her pajamas or if it was her sweats. Occasionally it was all different. It was a t-shirt and that was it.
Because it's been, as you know,
It's been icy.
it's been icy.
Yeah, and I told her this, and she says it's daytime and nighttime. It don't matter to her.
Yeah.
It does not matter to her. She'll bundle the other kids up. She will not bundle her up.
Right.
You
Yeah.
can even look on her jacket. Her jacket's got blood on it from popping her outside.
Right. She makes her
Okay.
drink out of the dog dish and out of the toilet.
Yes.
It's the only water she gets.
Yes, and I put my foot down in the toilet because I thought that was the wrongest thing she could ever do. I said, I didn't even hit Jeanette. I told her, I said, you know what? Stop doing what you're doing. I'll go in there and get you some water. Stop doing it. I tried to tell her that. My son will even vouch for it. My son was home at the time. I called my mom. I called my mom and told her. Okay? I told her, I finally got up the nerve to call my mom up and tell her, look, this is what's going on with Jeanette. I didn't tell her that my wife didn't tell her that she couldn't have nothing to drink. Bubba knows. If you ask Bubba, he'll tell you. He'll say, Dad did go into the bathroom and stopped her from drinking out of the toilet. She had to run into the bathroom and get the toilet water because my wife forgot to lock the freaking door.
Listen to Richard paint himself as heroic. He stopped Jeanette from drinking toilet water once. One single time only. He wants credit for basic human decency, while admitting he watched her drink from dog bowls for weeks. This is his bar for intervention, preventing his stepdaughter from drinking actual sewage.
You know, I mean, her foot was all messed up. She always had to hold it up. It was so swollen because the different things, she would either hit it with a stick or she would basically step on it. I didn't know what had exactly happened to her foot. All I know is it was always swollen so freaking big, it wasn't even funny.
She couldn't put any weight on it.
She couldn't put no weight on it. She'd lose her balance every time. Every time she'd lose her balance and fall down, my wife would pick her up by her freaking neck or her hair and tell her, boom, you want to fall? Fall. And that was it. She didn't care what she fell against. There's blood all over that freaking house.
Richard, now, earlier at the hospital, you told me that, you spanked her.
I had to say that is because
Okay.
she said that it would be most likely for me to go to...
And here, in here tonight, you said that you'd never spanked her.
I've never...
Did you administer any other kind of punishment?
Nope. No, the only punishment I'd have is, your mom told you to keep your hands up. I don't want to get you in trouble. Okay? Didn't want to get her in trouble. Your mom told you to do this. Your mom told you to do that. That was it. I never, ever freaking laid a hand on her. My wife had those brown clods, kind of like what I got on right now.
Mm-hmm.
And she'd kick her, and kick her, and kick her, and kick her. And I'd be like, what the heck? I mean, she's already skinny enough. You can see the bruising around her sides and everything else.
She had these really prominent bruises.
Oh yeah, that's from the belt and the switches, the tree out front. She would take it off the twigs out front.
Did she have to? Now you say she slept on the floor. Did she have to stay in bed or on the floor?
If she moved, okay, there in the garage, you'll find out in the garage that there's a piece of cardboard, her blanket and her pillow inside the garage. Tonight, when I called the cops, when I called 911, not the cops, sorry, called 911, she real quick ran into the garage, threw everything into there, and the only thing she didn't throw in there was the blanket and the pillow, but she threw the cardboard and everything else. My daughter will even tell you that. My son will tell you that she sleeps on the cardboard. What do you call it? She grabbed a pair of clothes and started dressing her. She already had her undressed when she was there.
Now why did she have her undressed?
Because she was bloody. She was bloody. Every day she had clothes that were bloody. So long with blood. And I think they're still sitting inside the garage.
Then when she'd be punished or spanked, was that with clothes on or clothes off? Or
No,
how'd that go?
no. My daughter, when I came into that room, my daughter followed right behind me. And I told her, I said, I don't want your mom to come through the door. But what the hell happened in here? And the honest truth, that's the first time I ever seen the room. I mean, it was bad. I mean, it was seriously bad. I mean,
Well, when
I couldn't sleep for these 2 days. I just noticed it the other day.
when your wife would take her in the room and punish her, and spank her or hit her, when she spanked her, was that over clothes, under with
No.
clothes off?
Bare butt.
Bare butt.
Bare butt, that's how she got him so badly. That's how she got him so badly. She told me when she walked in the room with me, right behind me, she said, Dad, and I look and I'm going, what the heck happened in here? She comes in there and she goes, Dad, that's why I have to lay right there, all naked, and be right there, and then she'd start hitting me. I was like, what the heck? And she goes, the sticks are right behind the desk. I walked behind the desk, I looked, I said, oh crap.
Now, when she's
And the ruler's sitting over at the other end of the corner. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt
No.
you. But over at the other end of the corner, there was a big friggin' ruler that she bought. That was used on
now,
her.
if she's saying that's where I have to lay all naked, what does she mean? Does she mean completely naked?
Yeah,
or
she
just-
took her shirt off and her pants off to make sure that she didn't get no blood on them. But after she put them back on, if it leaked through the bandages, if she slept the wrong way, she always had to sleep like this. Oops, sorry. She had to sleep like this. If she moved her hands, she'd get in trouble. She was constantly yelling at her. She was constantly doing this and that.
So-
I yelled at her a couple of different times because I told her, I said, I don't want you to get in trouble. I always told her, I don't want you to get in trouble. Stop.
So that was a common occurrence when she was punished, that she had her clothes had to come off?
Yeah, that's what my wife told me. My wife told me that it was like, what was it? It was Wednesday before I called my mom on Friday. She came in and she told me, she said, look, the reason why she's been bleeding at the side and having to be bandaged up is because I went a little too far. And I said, what do you mean too far? And she goes, when she was one night, she was putting the bandages on, she showed me and she goes, I go, oh my God. She goes, yeah, this is what happened. I said, why did that happen? She goes, because I actually took the belt. Instead of taking the belt, like you normally take a belt and spank somebody, you would usually close it. Okay, I don't know, I mean, you'd make the loop in it.
Yeah.
Okay, She wouldn't do that. She would take the belt, just how it was, long ways, and just smack her with it. And come all the way around her body. She even told my mom that.
With what end of the belt?
She told my mom that tonight with that lady.
Okay, with what end of the belt?
I don't know. She didn't tell me that part. I know it wasn't the one side because I think it had a belt buckle or something on it.
How long ago was that? You said that was a couple days ago or longer than that?
About a week ago.
Okay,
I called my mom last Friday.
okay. You said that was about a week ago, and you said 2 days ago was the first day you'd ever been in that punishment room.
About 3 days ago, I was in that punishment room
Okay.
with Jeanette.
And so what?
And I did not lay a hand on her. She followed right behind me and told me what had happened. I didn't even want to step foot in there. There was blood. My daughter's Patience's, I want to put this right. Patience's dollhouse was covered with blood. The walls were covered with blood, splatters of blood. I watch CSI, I watch Law and Order, I watch how all these splatters and stuff come, and I'm like, she had to hit her a lot worse than that. And the sticks had freaking blood on them.
Yet all of this horror seems completely lost on Angela, who somehow admits to it all while denying everything at the same time. In a last push to elicit some type of humanity, detectives show her the photos of her deceased daughter.
I don't want to look at my daughter anymore, please. I really don't. Please don't make me look at my daughter anymore. I don't want to. I really don't want to. I can't. I'm sorry. I can't, please. I can't look at her no more. I can't. I didn't kill her, though. Did I kill her? I didn't kill my daughter. The spankings killed her? Spankings did not kill her. The spankings did not kill her. Can I please see my husband? I'm not going to talk to him about stuff or anything like that. I just want to hold him.
Well, I'm not worried about you talking to him about stuff, man. He told us everything. He told us a lot of stuff. A lot more than you did. We got his side. And it wasn't your guys' game plan of him taking it. He didn't do it.
Can I tell you something?
You tell me whatever you want, man.
He's the one who told me that he would say that. Because he has a heart condition. Yes, he did.
Okay.
I'm just saying what he told me. Yes, he did. He did. Honest to God, he said that.
I believe you.
And I said, are you sure? And he said, yes.
I mean, he told us about that, so. He told us a lot of stuff. He told us he didn't go in that room back there until just recently. Didn't realize how bad it was. He even had to look away sometimes.
What do you want me to say? I already know I'm a horrible person. I know this stuff should not have happened. I know this. I should have not even. Honest. When we moved, we should have just moved.
Angela just confirmed the conspiracy. She and Richard planned his false confession on the way to the hospital. Richard would testify to this exact conversation.
I did not split her lip.
See,
From my-
you minimize all the shit. I'm tired of it.
But I didn't.
I'm tired of it.
I split her lip like that though.
See, that's the thing. You're not telling the whole truth, and that's your problem. Is no one's ever going to believe a thing you say because you tell half the truth, and you minimize everything.
Minimize meaning making it small?
Yeah, making it a small thing. Well, I only spanked her butt.
I did enough
She's
to
got-
spank it though. Look what I did to her sides.
Her whole body. What do you mean her side? You wouldn't look at the picture. She has them all over her body. I've never seen anything like that, ever. And you saying you spanked her butt with a belt? That's the definition of minimizing right there. And that's your problem. Because I don't have to live with it, you have to live with that.
I noticed.
So if you want to be a liar and lie about it all the time and minimize it, and it wasn't me, I'm the victim, go ahead and...
I'm not the victim. My daughter was the victim.
No, you're not the victim. So stop that attitude. That's the attitude you have.
That I'm not the victim?
No, you have a victim attitude. That it wasn't me. I barely touched her. At
I
first it
didn't
was
say I barely touched her.
3 times. You said you spanked her 3 times. Remember that?
Yes, I do remember that.
What's that? Is that the truth?
I told you I shouldn't have did what I did. I told you that though. I
Well,
told
what did you do?
that.
See, you won't even say
I
what
didn't
you
kill her.
You
I
did?
did not kill my daughter. No, I didn't kill my daughter. I didn't get her help when I should have though.
You didn't kill her? Who killed her?
God, I didn't kill her.
Why is she...
That head injury thing killed her. I didn't kill her. I didn't do that.
How do you know it's a head injury that killed her?
Well, to me, it would be a head injury, wouldn't it?
It looks like she could have starved to death. Or she was dehydrated. Or she got an infection and it killed her and got to her heart. How do you know what killed her?
I don't know. I don't know. You're right, I don't know what killed her.
You could have killed her.
Hmm.
By not getting her help, it's killing her. That's your responsibility. You're the adult. She's your child.
Only my child.
She's your child.
She has Rick too as an adult, as a parent.
So Rick's just as responsible as you? Is that what you're
I'm
saying?
saying, why didn't he call 911 earlier?
He's saying he was scared of you. That's why.
He was scared of me?
Yeah.
Why would he be
was scared.
scared of me?
I'd be scared of you if what I saw you did to your daughter.
On December 16, 2009, 1 week after Jeanette's death, Angela McNulty and Richard McNulty were both charged with aggravated murder. During the investigation and trial, the full scope of Jeanette's abuse came to light. Between 2005, when the family moved to Oregon, and Jeanette's death in 2009, at least 6 different people called Child Protective Services reporting that Jeanette was being starved and beaten by her mother. Each time, Angela managed to deflect suspicion, often claiming Jeanette was a chronic liar and a troubled child. The system that was supposed to protect Jeanette failed her at every turn. On April 24, 2011, Richard McNulty pleaded guilty to aggravated murder and received a mandatory life sentence with the possibility of parole after 25 years. His cooperation with investigators and the evidence that Angela was the primary abuser were factors in his sentencing. On February 24, 2011, Angela McNulty was sentenced to death for the intentional torture and murder of her daughter. She became only the second woman on Oregon's death row. However, in August of 2023, Angela's death sentence was commuted to life in prison without the possibility of parole after Oregon's governor issued a blanket commutation of all death sentences in the state. Jeanette's 2 surviving siblings were placed in separate foster homes. In August of 2011, Patience, then 14, told a judge she was happy in her foster placement and requested to remain with that family permanently. Her request was granted. Richard Jr., then 8, was placed separately and later adopted. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you enjoyed. and check out one of the craziest cases I've ever covered right here.